think that's it. Alright. Well, I have to say, any good conversation, any good piece of spoken word, pardon my little mix up there, starts with a toast. Woo! May we always see the world through the eyes of a child, full of wonderment, full of hope, without hate and without bias, full of luminous, thank you, full of limitless potential, and always with joy. L'chaim.
Woo!
Hi.
I might not know. One second. This is my hand. I might not know, but I know that 613 equals 10. Which 0 has no real value, so it equals 1. I know what has ever come through me, whether through pain, fire, anger, hate, it's all been from you. It has all come for a reason. It has all come because it was meant to be. Whether I've liked it or not, it has all come from you to me, for Kilei Olam Hadsto. What we need comes to us when we need it. Not when we want it, but when we need it. Not how we want it, but how we need it. All comes from you. All comes from above. All comes to us in its due time, because Kilei Olam Hadsto. I might get angry, I might get hot, but always I remember, from you it comes from on top. I might get mad, I might get angry, but I must remember, Kilei Olam Hadsto. I might see red, I might be afraid, I might be sad, but Kilei Olam Hadsto. We must find a way to set ourselves free from bias, anger, and hate. We must find a way to see our way through these lies that we feed ourselves. Torah is truth. Within this Torah, within this truth, is the key to our own freedom. Without it, we will continue rattling our own cage. We will continue fighting ourselves. Without truth, without the real building blocks of humanity, we will always sit there fighting ourselves. We will bang our head against the wall until it is bloody and red. We will bang our head until our head is ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. But with truth, there lies the key to freedom. With truth, we will set ourselves free. You gave us 613 mitzvot. I might not know them all, but I know that 6 plus 1 plus 3 equals 10. 10 is the 10 commandments. And you know 0 really has no real value. So there's only one. Only one God up above, mighty on high. He is the compassionate one. He is the infinite one. He's the source of all wisdom. If I just open myself up to you, if we just open ourselves up to Him, we will see the truth. We will see the light. Through you comes truth. Through you comes freedom. We might get angry at our plight when we stub our toe on that chair in the morning going to get our cereal. We might get angry. We might get mad. But remember, Kilei Olam Hadsto. That was only halfway written, so I hope it came out okay. But I like to play this little game when I do open mics, where I get a few random words from the crowd. So I'm going to point at you, and you're going to give me a word. And I'm going to get a couple of them, and we'll see what happens. So, I like your hat, so give me a word.
A word?
Yes, a word. It's typically made of letters, has some vowels maybe.
Simcha.
Simcha. And you with no sleeves. Ma.
Got it.
I know you, so you don't get one. I like you. You give me a word.
How many letters? 4 letters.
And maybe as many or little as you want.
Random.
Random. So we have ma, simcha, and random. Sometimes the most random things brings us the most joy. Sometimes we find the most joy in the things we do not know. Ma, what is it that brings us joy? Ma, what causes our simcha? What brings us joy in our life? What brings us hope? It's the random things. That random smile from a kind stranger along the way, along the road. That little bird sitting there, chirping along, chirp, 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 chirp. This is what brings us joy. What? Ma. What brings us joy? The random, little, beautiful moments that our day is made of. The random, little, beautiful moments that show us the humanity inherent in every breath, every moment of life. Ma. What makes me happy? It's the randomness, the unintelligible, unreasonable randomness of life. I get simcha, I get joy out of every random moment of my day. I see the mighty one up on high. I see the most compassionate one in every random thing that happens to me. I might forget my bus card, I might forget my wallet, I might run late for class, I might be late to work. But you know what? Kilayim Hansto. All kindness, all comes from God. All he sends me is for my good. So all is for simcha. All is for joy. All is for hope. I might not know why I'm here. I might not know why you are here. But I know all is from him. Kilo lam hatsto. All is for joy. All is for simcha. We are but beings. We exist. We be. That is random. But what really is random? There is no such thing as random. There is no such thing as coincidence. All comes from the mighty one up on high. All comes to bring us joy if we just look at it. Even the most sad, depressing, painful thing comes from the one mighty up on high. Kilei Lam Hatsto. I want to color an animal and an emotion. First one to raise their hand, I call on. Alright?
Color?
Color.
Blue.
Blue? Alright, who's next?
Me?
Yeah.
Yellow.
Yellow? We already had a color.
Emotion.
Give me an emotion.
Regish. Was it Regish?
Love? Alright, we got blue and love. Give me an animal? Penguin. Blue, penguin, and love. Okay. Under the deep blue sky, the little penguin goes down below. He dives deep below the deep blue sea, looking for little fish to eat. He brings these fish back to his love, to his children, the children he protects, that he raises. He goes deep below the deep blue sea to get fish for the little fish. The little fish, the little fish, the little fish, the little fish, the little fish. For the little baby penguins that he loves. Deep below the deep blue sea, the little penguin goes to get fish. Deep below the deep blue sea, the penguin goes to get fish to bring to his little penguin babies. Because he loves them. What is love but an expression of joy for a parent for his child? What is love but an expression of thanks for those who make our lives better? Love is not about me, 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 me. No, it is about you, 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 you. If we but love one another, we will see blue skies no matter how much it rains. If we but love one another, the sea will always seem that perfect shade of blue that makes you want to sit there on the beach with a nice cold beer, with a margarita if you're so inclined. And as the penguin walks, waddling down the way, we know that he's taking fish to his little penguin children under that deep blue sky after he comes out of that cold blue sea. Alright, one more. Alright, give me something random. I'm having fun with this. Just shout something out.
Falafel.
Falafel, okay, I like it.
Shawarma.
Shawarma and falafel. Okay, we're in Jerusalem, why not? Shawarma and falafel. Two incredibly humorous words that some people might not understand. My best friend, every time I say shawarma, he laughs. So I say it again and again and again, and I try to see how many times I can say it in one sentence. But when I think shawarma, I think falafel, I think tasty goodness, I think, oh my god, falafel and shawarma? How could this be any better? Yofi, shawarma, falafel. We must look deep into ourselves and think what makes us happy. Is it a pay raise? Is it a fast car? Is it a beautiful woman? Is it a big paycheck? Nah. I just want some good shawarma and some good falafel. You know, you give me a nice little shawarma with a little falafel, maybe a laffa, a pita, maybe a little bit of harif. It makes me happy. Because Bob Marley once said, "A hungry man is not a happy man." Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Don't forget the beer, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean,
That is very important.
your notes are one thing, but your beer.
Shawarma, falafel,
You know, a man can forget his notes on stage, but you know, you don't ever forget your beer. It's like sacrilegious. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Shlomo with a lot of